What's up, y'all? It's Tone Blaze, and you locked into YouTube Paparazzi, where we don't do rumors, we break down the real story. Now today, we're talking about The Game. And this isn't some quick headline or a tweet that went viral. This is a situation that's been going on for a decade. A civil case, sexual assault allegations, millions of dollars in damages, and now, federal property seizures. That mansion in Calabasas he used to flex, gone. Let's walk through how it got to this point, because the details matter. And trust me, this is a textbook example of what happens when you don't take the court seriously. Section 1, the lawsuit origins, VH1 and reality TV. So let's take it back to 2015. The Game had just dropped the documentary 2, doing interviews, getting praise for the project. At the same time, VH1 gave him his own reality show called She's Got Game. Think Flavor of Love, but with game and a bunch of women trying to win his attention. One of the contestants was Priscilla Rainey, a woman from Chicago. She came on the show looking for love, or at least that's how the producers framed it. Now, during the filming of that show, there was an alleged off-camera incident that ended up turning into a major civil case. Priscilla claimed that while they were filming in Chicago, The Game took her out to a nightclub, and while they were there, he groped her, pulled up her dress in public, and made a threat about eliminating her from the show. She said it happened in front of people, in front of cameras, and that it was bad enough that 3 cameramen quit right after. One reportedly said he had daughters and couldn't keep filming after seeing what went down. She filed a lawsuit later that year for sexual battery. Now here's where things took a turn. Instead of fighting the case, Game didn't show up, period. He ignored court dates, didn't appear for depositions, didn't make any public legal arguments, and when the court tried to reach him, he gave excuses, delayed things, and at one point even trolled Priscilla online. Posted pictures mocking her, made jokes, treated it like it wasn't real. Big mistake, because in civil court, if you don't show up, you lose by default, and that's exactly what happened. The judge ruled in Priscilla's favor in 2016, awarding her $7.1 million in damages. But The Game still didn't pay, claimed he didn't have the money, told interviewers he was broke, claimed his assets weren't really his, but the court didn't buy it. Section 3, hiding assets, whack 100, and the mansion move. Here's where things get strategic, almost shady. That same year, The Game transferred ownership of his Calabasas mansion to his longtime manager, whack 100, the same house he had been living in. The same house featured in videos and interviews. Suddenly on paper, it belonged to Whack. Now Whack claimed it was a legitimate transfer, that he owned royalties from Game's catalog and had rights to the house. But Priscilla's legal team took that straight back to court. They said it was a fraudulent transfer, done solely to avoid paying the judgment. And after reviewing the paperwork and the timing of the deal, the court sided with Priscilla again. They ruled that the transfer was made in bad faith, and the house was still on the table as an asset that could be seized. The feds step in. Now we're in 2025, nearly 10 years since the alleged incident. And guess what? The U.S. Marshals showed up at that Calabasas property, and they seized it. Zillow lists that home around $7 million, and the court is now preparing to liquidate the property to satisfy the rest of the civil judgment. That's on top of the royalties Priscilla already received back in 2023 from Born 2 Rap, about $500,000. She's been chipping away at the debt for years, quietly, legally, and now it looks like she's finally getting the full amount the court said she was owed. The reaction online? Mixed. Some folks say this is straight up karma, that The Game thought he could duck the system and walk away clean. Others say he should have never played around with such a serious allegation in the first place. And then there's 50 Cent. You know he's somewhere watching this unfold. That interview Priscilla gave years ago, the one where she detailed the entire story, that aired on This Is 50 Radio. So you already know 50 had the receipts early. Wouldn't be shocked if he drops a meme any minute now. At the end of the day, here's what this boils down to. If you're facing serious allegations, especially something involving assault, you can't duck the process. Whether you're guilty or not, you have to show up. You have to fight it properly. Because if you don't, the court will handle it without you. And the result? You end up losing everything. A mansion, royalties, public respect. Meanwhile, the woman you mocked, the one you said would never get a dime, she's walking away with the win 10 years later. So take that how you want. That's the full story. That's the breakdown. You watching Tone Blaze on YouTube Paparazzi. No gimmicks, just facts. Hit that subscribe if you want more real talk like this, And drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the game played himself by ignoring this case? Or was this just the system doing too much? Let me know. I'll catch y'all on the next one.